Good morning. I'm meteorologist Dave Epstein. It's Monday, the 22nd of December. Let's get to our weather wisdom for today. If you've been listening listened last week, I guess I should say, then you probably noticed I said it's unlikely we'll have an inch on the ground in Boston on Christmas for a white Christmas. And I said, but this is like 10 days ago. You got to watch things because things can be a little bit sneaky this time of the year. It does not take much to get a little bit of snow around here. And what's happening is on Tuesday, tomorrow, we're going to have warm air trying to ride north, clashing with this cold air. So the temperature anomalies, if you looked at an anomaly map tomorrow, say tomorrow evening, you're going to see down to the south, some places 10, 15, 20, 25 degrees above average temperatures. And that warm air is going to try to surge in here for Tuesday night. But the cold air is going to win out. As a matter of fact, it's going to be 10, 15 degrees below average for Christmas across Maine. We're going to be about average, a little cooler than average here on Christmas Day, Christmas morning, and then try to warm up as we head through part of the weekend. But this clash between this cold Arctic air to the north and the warm air to the south is going to continue here right through the weekend. As a matter of fact, one of the maps, and again, I'm not saying this is going to pan out, it has Portland at 5 degrees on Saturday, and it has places like Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina at 72. So you got a pretty big contrast here as that warm air wants to ride north. But as is very often the case this time of the year, it's not impossible, it's very difficult to get that air to push the cold air out. And I think that we are going to have the way it looks now, that December is going to be colder than average as this cold air in the northeast corner, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and the rest of New England, is just going to hang tough. So we're going to have a hard time really warming up as that boundary stays to the south. We got to watch this because sometimes these boundaries can create real problems, especially if we have real warm air trying to come in. We can end up with some ice, and that's one of the things that we definitely don't want. So we'll be watching that boundary here later over the weekend, Friday and Saturday, and then perhaps sometime next week we'll have to see whether or not we get that boundary to get near us again with some precipitation. So that's what's going on. All right, let's get to the main part of the forecast. So today, sunny, temperatures in the low to mid 30s. Tonight, clouding up, temperatures to the 20s. Tomorrow, 1 to 3 inches of snow. Probably comes in here after the morning commute. It may hold off even later than that. Sometimes the high pressure can keep things dry for a while, and it doesn't move until the afternoon. It wouldn't shock me if it didn't move in until after, 2 or 3 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see exactly what happens. And then 1 to 3 inches, as I said. Wednesday, back to the sunshine, clearing up. Thursday, sunny, temperature for Christmas up near 35 to 40, and then cooling off this weekend. We'll see what that boundary ends up as to what our temperatures are. Have a great day, everybody.